This is Des Plays, and welcome back to Fallout 4 and my new settlement by Adam Cat's Garage, courtesy of the Conquest mod by Chesko. Now, Mr Pigman27 requested a more in-depth look at this settlement than what you got in the first two episodes, and that in mind, I figured I would spruce up the place, and you were going to get this video yesterday. However, things got away from me a little bit, and before I knew it, 5 or 6 hours had gone by, and, well, you know, I mean, if you build settlements at all, you probably know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so after my second video where I was talking about how these settlements can be attacked, I figured it would be good to go ahead and add some walls, which we did using the Snapable Junk Fences mod. This actually took pretty much no time at all to do. And I talked to the modder about because one of the questions that I get most often these days is, will this settlement be coming to console? Or not will this settlement be coming to consoles? What am I talking about? Will this mod be coming to consoles? So I messaged the mod author for Snapable Junk Fences, and I asked him, was he planning on doing that? And he told me that he had already uploaded this mod to Bethesda.net, so those of you on console should be looking forward to that. Anyway, yeah, so we've added a whole bunch, the new walls, a whole bunch of defenses, got some more guard posts up there, some turrets, and they actually work pretty well in we haven't been attacked again here. However, every time that I come into this settlement, that was auto doors, by the way. I don't know if you've seen my Taffington Boathouse video, but yeah, this little box right here is fantastic, and these gates remain closed almost all the time, which is great, because otherwise this is a gigantic defensive hole if you don't have that. So yeah, I spruced up the place a little bit, added some more posters and a lot of OCDecorator stuff, and then I figured, well, why stop there? Let's go ahead and add some buildings. So I did, starting with now our settlers can enjoy nice hot showers, as well as this is the common area. So for our settlers who don't have showers in their houses, actually I'm the only one who has a shower and a bathroom in my house, because I don't want to share. And here are the toilets. That's good enough for them. Like half of my settlements don't even have toilets, so these guys should feel lucky. Alright, one thing that I'm going to try very hard to do in this video is not jerk the camera around so much, to give you guys a nice good look at the place. So yeah, this is the laundry room. Got this is Homemaker and OCDecorator stuff, as well as those sinks over on the right hand side are actually I think they're called primping sinks, and that's from Settlers Furniture. That's actually, there's an idle animation that's tied to that sink. So if an idle settler walked up there, Piper likes to do this a lot. They'll walk over to the sink and spruce themselves up a little bit. It doesn't have any effect. It's just an animation. So yeah, this is the laundry facilities and shower facilities and bathroom facilities. And the really cool thing about this building is from a mod that I just found today. And you know, ladies, avert your eyes. Oh yeah, that's a working shower. How cool is that? This is from the Build Your Own Pool mod, and I did add a pool to this place, but that, to me, that's not as impressive as the fact that we now have a working shower. When I was actually building this building, I was thinking, God, it would be great if somebody could just go ahead and make a mod to actually have, you know, the water coming out of the faucet, and then maybe the shower animation as well. And I log in today, and there it is. So yeah, link in the video description if you want to go take a look at that. As well as any of the other mods that I talk about, I should have links for you in the video description. But anyway, so yeah, that's all you have to do. You click on that and that'll start the animation. You exit out and you put your clothes back on. So that's nice. And this, of course, is the water is being fed in here by the Commonwealth Waterworks pipes that we got in our Merkwater construction video. Now over here we have Morris's. Morris was the first trader the first settler that I assigned to the trading post on the inside. However, I mentioned in my first Conquest video that you can't trade. Well, I mean, the barter system doesn't work at all, but you can't trade with settlers to give them better armor or weapons or anything like that. So I reassigned Morris, I think this is Morris, over here to the guard post, and I was able to give him some better gear as well as a better weapon. And after I did that, this other settler showed up who had this nice suit on. So, who is this? Deborah? So Deborah is our new trader.
Hey there.
And as you can see, we can't There's nothing you can do with her. We can't trade her. We can't trade her gear. We can't barter with her or anything like that. So anyway, this is the trading post. Deborah's bed is actually in here. This is her own private little room. Haven't really done too much here. Might have to give her some more decorations and stuff. Maybe a painting or some shelves. Speaking of shelves, look at this stuff. Isn't this great? This is from, I don't remember what this is from. The name's is Crafting Fury, something like that. But these are filled shelves, and this is an OCDecorator. They come like that, and I think it looks absolutely great. I mean, it really fits with the whole, the trading post kind of thing. Because otherwise, I was going to have to put some shelves in here and do this myself with OCDecorator, and that would have taken forever.
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
Yeah. And yeah, you got this going on as well from that. This is functional display racks, and this is the one for weapons. I meant to put more guns in there. I went out and shot up the gunners on the highway a little bit, seeing if they had any pistols and stuff that I could put in there. But all they had was M14s.
City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Yeah, all they had was M14s, and yeah, so that was good for the Settlers' Defense, but won't fit on this rack right here. This all right, so this up here is the drink shelf from the filled shelves. Oh my God, Deborah, shut up. This is the filled shelves that come along with this mod. This is the functional display shelves that I showed you in the Murkwater Construction Part 2. And one thing I've learned since doing that was...
Run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
It is something. So one thing I've learned, here's a little tip for you, is that you can't put... I mean, you could put a stack in here. However, if you put a stack in here, it will count it as one object. The same as if you dropped it on the ground. So if you have like, 20 bottles of Gwynedd Ale that you want to put up here, you have to put them in individually in order for them to turn out like that. So anyway, and we got some Nuka-Cola and some Nuka-Cola Quantum. And speaking of Nuka-Cola Quantum, oh yeah. So Crafting Fury also come, like the stuff where the mod where this stuff comes from, also comes with these really nice display stands for gear and stuff. You can't, they don't work like mannequins from Skyrim. You can't put stuff on them, but they come pre-filled like that. They're pretty much just decorations, and they look great. So anyway, if you were in need of some Nuka-Cola or some Nuka-Cola Quantum, we could come over here to our still. Don't remember what mod this is from, but there's another object from this mod that I thought, though I saw it and I was like, I have to have that. But you can get all sorts of booze to fill up your shelves with, and I really like this. You can craft Nuka-Cola with mute fruit, sugar bombs, and purified water, and then you can take that Nuka-Cola and turn it into a Nuka-Cola cherry with a tarberry, and then you can take that Nuka-Cola cherry add some nuclear material, and you get yourself a Nuka-Cola Quantum, which is great. It'd probably be very useful for those of you playing survival. Oh, over here, you saw this in my settlements get attacked thing. This is something that I've started doing in all of my settlements that get raided and I lose somebody. I build them I just add another body or add another thing to the cemetery. This is from OCDecorator. The bodies are actually over here stashed in the bushes somewhere, unless they've disappeared. Nope, there they are. There's Alana, Miranda, and Lauren. We lost in that charred ghoul attack. The ghouls, I think, are actually right there. They haven't despawned, which is a little bit worrying. So over here in this concrete building that we've built from the Wasteland workshop, I'm using a texture mod, don't remember what it is. But we have our 2 generators running here. I think we could probably get away with one of the larger generators generating 50, but I really like these. These fit in a nice 1-story building, and I think it's a lot more space efficient. Each of these generates about 35 power. And then like Murkwater construction site, we're running the power out through through a hole in the roof to one of the vanilla, what do you call it? I don't know. You know what those things are. The connectors things. Now over here we got our recruitment tower, which with Conquest mod is fully functional, although I have it turned off at the moment because I don't want any more settlers here. Have 15 already. Let's see. over here, we have the Adam Cast Garage. Haven't done anything with this place, and I think if Chesko is able to get... there's Piper. Say hi, Piper. If Chesko is able to get the bar or the other trade stands working, I will probably put the bar over here. I think that would be pretty cool to incorporate the Adam Cast Garage into the bar. Because the edge of this settlement is, I think, right about here-ish, maybe a little bit further. So all of that area where the guy in the power armor is that Duke? Is within our settlement, so we could totally fit a bar right here. So our settlers over here at the Adam Cast Garage actually have a pretty easy life. Not only do they have working showers, but they also have a pool, which, as you can see, Kylie is enjoying. And speaking of Kylie, I did want to mention, I haven't mentioned it yet, but Don't Call Me Settler, the mod that assigns random names to all of your settlers as they show up, is... I think it's great because it gets me to care about them a whole lot more. Like there was a settler at, I believe, where was it? I don't remember which settlement, but they got, oh yeah, it was Coastal Cottage, and they got raided, and I accidentally blew away one of my own settlers, and I felt really, really bad about that. And her name was Alia, whatever, however you pronounce that. And I felt really bad, so I actually put her name on the... I took the time to put her name on the cross above her grave. I do feel really bad about that. But it gets me to care a whole lot more about these settlers. And it makes it kind of like, you know, my characters in XCOM, which I will be getting back to one of these days, I promise. So anyway, like I was saying, the Build Your Own Pool mod is pretty cool. Like this water is actually purified. We won't get radiation from it. However, we can't build a water purifier in here, nor could we plant tar berries. So I don't think it's fully functional yet. This mod's brand new, I believe it's brand new. But the cool part about this is if we go into workshop mode from here, you can see there's the water planes. Oh, Kylie's freaking out. However, if we go into sneak mode and enter the workshop, the water planes disappear, which allows us to place these lights under and the stairs underneath. So, yeah, that works pretty well, I think. At least for a pool. Now, one thing to consider if you're downloading this mod to build a pool is that the level that the planes are at is now considered water. So over here, we're going to be underwater. So if you're thinking of using this for a rooftop pool, that's probably not a good idea. So over here, we have the changing rooms, the locker rooms. This is the men's room, and this is the women's room. I noticed these the other day, these signs from Signs of the Times, so I was looking for an opportunity to use those, and I found one. Oh, over there, while I was getting ready to record this video, I noticed that the castle is like right there. And instead of having to go around through, what was that, South Boston, and that's University Point over there, and that whole area where there's all kinds of bad stuff, I was like, well, why don't I just build a bridge? So I did. There's some gaps there because the pieces aren't loaded, but trust me, that bridge does go all the way out to the castle. Nice little shortcut for me. I don't think the settlers will use it, but it's nice for me anyway. Now, before we go in to look at our scavenger workshop building, I wanted to show you guys this thing. This is from the same mod that the still is from, and this is the whole reason that I got this mod. I think it's still a work in progress. As you can see, there's a texture missing right there. But this is the oil press, and we'll get right on that, Piper. By using corn, plastic, and purified water, as you can see, we have a ton of plastic from all the different spring cleaning that we've done, and we have a bunch of corn and a bunch of purified water, so we could use that to make corn oil. And corn oil, every corn oil you produce gets you 2 oil, which is great because oil is one of those things, I don't know about you, but oil is one of those things that I'm constantly running out of, especially with all of these new, items from the Wasteland workshop, which require oil. So that is the whole reason that I got that mod, and I couldn't care less that that texture isn't loaded. So anyway, here is our scavenger building, our scavenger workshop. There's a bunch of different things. Over on the left, we have the NorthlandDiggers. That guy's looking for wood. That's the lumberjack. Then we have the scavenging station for the weapons. The 2 guys on the right are actually in scavenge mode. They're not playing the animations that they're supposed to. But one guy is supposed to be going through the inventory on that shelf, and I think I don't know what the other guy is supposed to be doing with the tool chest. And then here, of course, we have our standard workbench. Yes. And here is another one of those filled shells, which fits really nicely with this place. So yeah, this is the scavenging workshop / whatever building. Yeah. All right, moving on. Now, there's nothing really special about this building. This was the first building I built, and it's just a building to put some beds in until I can build the settlers some more houses. Right now, there are not enough houses here, but I'm probably not going to build anything more here until we get a functional bar. Because here's another thing that I've noticed about this mod, or in particular this settlement, is that come nighttime, the settlers will not go to bed. And I think that's because they have no bar to go to first. They all just, wherever they were originally during the day, is where they're going to be all night. So our scavengers who are in here are just going to stand here. Oh, look, now they're doing their stuff. So this guy has Matthew has his, well, he's got his Minuteman jumpsuit on. I really love this thing. But he's got his clipboard out, going through, checking the inventory.
You got to take things one day at a time.
We have Grayson working on the workbench, or not what it was, a tool chest. What am I saying? Everybody's hard at work. I love it. So yeah, this is just a standard, bunkhouse / hotel. Nothing special about it. Probably going to tear it down once I get the rest of the beds filled out and repurpose it for something else. All right, over here we added a greenhouse. We got our settlers hard at work. Who was that? Another thing that's particular to the Conquest mod is this stuff will, or at least I have not in any of my settlements been able to get them to grow food. Even though they are working on it. I think all of this stuff should be assigned. Yeah, well, that one's not, but the rest of these are. But it's not growing food, which is fine because.
For trouble, I hope.
Nope, I'm not aiming. I'm good. So. Yeah, this is just the standard walls and the snap and build roof. I like this more than the greenhouse. In my other settlements where I've built the greenhouse and used the parts, there's something with the nav mesh is supposed to work, but the settlers have a kind of a tough time about it, or kind of a tough time moving around. So there's that to consider. So I just used the standard floors plus the greenhouse ceiling because I love the greenhouse ceiling. It's just great. Oh yeah, and that up there, all of this stuff is, the power is fed through the advanced power conduits, which I talked about in a different video, and they have a much bigger range. That one right there has twice the range of one of the other conduits, so we can have a whole lot less conduits in our settlement. And then over here, originally this is where the fields were. And the reason I built the greenhouse was because originally the fields were over here. However, over in this general area, I don't think they're here anymore. Or wait, yeah. Over in this, ooh, combat armor. Gonna be taking that. So over in this general area, raiders like to spawn. If I went too far away from the settlement, like if I ran over to where the gunners are at and I came back, these two raiders would probably come back. And another thing, I'm thinking about walling off the Atom Cats guys, because one of them has a grenade, or maybe more than one of them have a grenade. And in the raid video that I showed you, that was actually, I think, the third time that I came back here for the raid. Like I said, the first time I came back, it was a glitchy mess. The second time it was at night, so it didn't look as good. Additionally, one of the Atom Cats threw a grenade, which hit my settlers. That turned my settlers hostile to them, and all of the settlers got killed by the Atom Cats except one. So yeah, Atom Cat's not so helpful in this particular area. All right, moving on. Over here we have one of the two living quarters that I've built so far. Here we've got just some beds, some decorations, and some more filled shelves. It's a pretty nice house, although there's nothing really special about this one. And then coming over here on the walkway that we built, we have our second living quarters building. In here we've got 2 beds, some little bit of storage, some more filled shelves, nice view of the water out there. But this is the room, I think, I don't know how much time I spent in this room. It was a lot. But this room right here, I should probably build these guys some nicer beds. These beds just look horrible. But yeah, spent a good lot of time building this place up. One of the requests that I got from after the Murkwater video was to spend a little bit more time looking at the scenes that I made and not jerk. Well, one of them was don't jerk the camera around so much, and the second was spend more time looking at the scenes. Because honestly, like, you know, this right here, you might see it for like 10 seconds or whatever, but that's probably, I don't know, several minutes of work right there to make that happen. And yeah, here's some more filled shelves along with some lighting and some more decorations. And a kitchen. This right here is not 2 pieces. This is 1 piece. Or let me pull up the workshop so you can see. This is a mini kitchen, and it produces happiness. And this is from the same thing that the filled shelves are from, Crafting Fury, I believe. I'm pretty sure this is from Crafting Fury. I don't know about that. Over here we've got a sink. This is another idle animation from Settlers Furniture. And when I was in here setting the place up and Piper was hanging out with me, she spent a lot of time washing dishes. Actually, that's something particular to this mod. Only the female settlers will actually wash dishes. Alright, so moving on. So that's our 2 living quarters buildings. And here's my house. Down here we have the dining room along with another mini kitchen and a fancy new fridge. Beautiful view of the where the Mr. Gutsy spawns out there. And yeah, well, let me just pause here and let you take a look at this place. I spent a long time in this room setting up the plates and the forks and the napkins, etc. We got some place for our morning coffee along with the bread box and to make us some toast, and these lovely paintings for the different expansions. Now over here we've got the model Pridwin. I don't know where this is from. Let me turn that off just right now. And here's my bathroom. Got my toothbrush, and there's Piper's toothbrush as well, along with some nice towels. Got our toilet with toilet paper. Here's another primping sink. Like I said, Piper likes to use that one a lot. And then over here we have a shower. This one doesn't work because why is there a towel on the floor? Gosh darn it, Piper. Always leaving stuff all over the place. Let me just put that back up there. There we go. Always cleaning up after her. This one doesn't work. This is the standard shower. I need to replace that. And we got our lovely shower curtain. Ooh, I should probably put some guns on that thing. Now up here, we have my bedroom, or rather myself and Piper's bedroom, and with a nice little TV for when we want to kick back and relax, although there's hardly anything ever on. Then over here we have our office. Piper likes to sit here and type away at that computer. I might have some footage of that. And if she's not doing that, she likes to search through the files or whatever to, to write her stories. And then this is my favorite spot in the whole settlement. Because remember, I usually like to have some place to supervise what's going on. And I can do all of that from right up here. So anyways, this is the settlement of Adam Cat's garage. And I'm probably not going to be doing any more work on this until Chesko actually is able to get the bars and the other trade stands working. That's right, I do have to add some more trade shops. I might be fine with just the one trading store and then the bar, but because I think the rest of the space is probably going to be filled with housing. That's one thing that I haven't really done in my other settlements, is make individual houses for the different settlers and then assigning them to it. And I've usually had them all in one sort of main living sleeping area and not really separated out. And I do really like the way that the living areas that I've built so far turned out, so I think I would like to do more of that. So yeah, that just about wraps it up for the settlement of Adam Cat's garage. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment. Like I said at the top, most of the mods that I've talked about today the links should be in the video description. They're all going to be Nexus links except for the Snapable junk fences, which I believe I bookmarked the Bethesda link for that. So yeah, anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.